Hello and welcome. Today we are leaving to go on vacation. And so I am hoping you would like to come along with us. We are going to West Virginia and we're going into Weston and we're going down to the new River Gorge. So let's go ahead and explore. Mertz apparently knows that we're leaving and we couldn't find her this morning. And lo and behold, we finally found her buried deep inside of one of the last bags that we're taking out to the car. I guess she figured she could go with us if she was in the bag. Our first stop was in Weston, West Virginia, where we went to the Trans Allegheny Lunatic Asylum. This is the second largest in the world hand-cut stone building. The first in the world is the Kremlin. This building is a mixture of beautifully restored areas that you're allowed to tour. And there's also areas that are raw and rough and showing the signs of all the years that they were abandoned. We did 2 tours. We did the 4th floor tour, and we also did the criminally insane tour. This has been on my bucket list for so long, and I'm so glad that I went. While we were in Weston, we went to the Museum of American Glass. Now, honestly, I was debating about it, even though it was free. But when we realized that they have old oil lamps, which Jason collects, and that they had a stained glass dollhouse, well, of course, we had to go at that point. And the dollhouse was pretty cool. After the Museum of Glass, we decided to head on out to the next place, which was the new River Gorge, and we were loving the scenery. So when we saw a sign for the Summersville Reservoir and Dam, we decided to stop. And we were just at the top of this dam. The road goes right across the dam, and we were just there a couple minutes ago. Trisha does not give it justice. Hopefully I heard that on the We enjoyed exploring a little bit, and then we went down to the Gauley River, and we got to see a little bit of the whitewater area. We didn't stay at the Gauley River long because we wanted to get to the new River Gorge. This was something that was on Jason's bucket list. So we made it to the gorge area and we walked down the long boardwalk and a lot of steps. And we couldn't wait to get our first glimpse of this mammoth bridge, and pictures do not do it justice. Next up was a visit to an abandoned town. This town is Thurmond, West Virginia, and it was once a boom town. It was a boom town due to the prosperous coal and the fact that the railroad went right through this town. It is built on the side of a mountain and on the edge of the river, and it was amazing. We had so much fun exploring the commerce area, but we also walked up the mountain and walked through the residential area, and it was one of the highlights of the trip, for me at least. We did get rained on in Thurmond, but it was well worth it because that evening we got the most gorgeous rainbow, and it was a double rainbow. Next on the agenda was the Fayette Station Road. This is a little winding road that goes down the edge of the gorge, into the gorge, across the river, and back up the gorge. And this was the way they used to have to go before the bridge was built. This gives you the most awesome views of the bridge, And along the way, there are lots of little hiking trails and spots that you can either go and see something or view the bridge in a different way, waterfalls, all kinds of things. We stopped and explored as much as we possibly could, and we enjoyed the whole drive. It does take about 40 minutes if you don't stop, but we took a lot longer than that. We did attempt the Kaymore Miners Trail, which is supposed to be amazing, but as we went, it got a little sketchy and I was a little nervous, so we backtracked and we just went on into Fayetteville and explored the area. But on the way home, we saw a sign for the Monster Museum in Sutton, West Virginia, so we decided to stop. It was small, but it was interesting and it was free. We had a fabulous time on this trip, and we can't wait to go back.